This tiny part could wreck your engine. PCV valve symptoms and fixes. You might think engine problems start with something major, maybe a failing transmission or a snapped timing belt. But what if the real culprit is a tiny valve most people ignore? Today, we're diving into the warning signs of a failing PCV valve. The positive crankcase ventilation, PCV, valve is crucial to your engine's health. Think of it as your engine's air regulator. Its job: redirecting harmful gases from the crankcase back into the engine to be safely burned off. This keeps emissions low and your engine running smoothly. But here's the problem: when the PCV valve fails, it creates chaos. So, what happens when this valve stops working properly? We'll start with the minor warning signs and work up to the serious ones. By the end of this video, you'll recognize all the symptoms of a failing PCV valve, and one critical sign that could save you from an expensive engine failure. Let's jump into the 13 key symptoms you need to watch out for. 1. Check engine light comes on. Let's start with an easy-to-spot sign: the check engine light. It might seem like a small issue, but it's often the first red flag that something bigger is happening. Since this light can turn on for countless reasons, how do you know if the PCV valve is the cause? A leaking PCV hose can let dirt enter the engine, triggering the light. To confirm, use an OBD2 scanner to check for error codes. Later in this video, I'll break down the exact codes to look for, so stick around. 2. Strange noises in the engine. Hearing weird hissing, grunting, or knocking sounds. That could be your engine crying for help. A clogged PCV valve can cause air leaks, which result in high-pitched whistling or moaning noises. But don't worry, I'll show you a simple trick to diagnose whether these sounds are coming from the PCV valve. Before continuing, if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss our upcoming videos on engine maintenance. Got it? Awesome, let's continue. 3. Dirty air filter or breather element. Your breather element and air filter act as your engine's lungs, filtering out debris. But when the PCV valve fails, oil vapors can contaminate these filters, reducing airflow and causing performance issues. Over time, this could lead to serious engine damage. 4. Increased fuel consumption. This is where the problem starts costing you money. A failing PCV valve disrupts the air-fuel mixture, making your engine burn more fuel than necessary. And trust me, this is just the start of the expensive issues we're about to cover. 5. Excessive use of oil. If your car is burning through oil faster than usual, a bad PCV valve might be the reason. A faulty valve can cause excess crankcase pressure, forcing oil out through seals and gaskets, leading to leaks. 6. Irregular or high idle RPM. Does your car shake or vibrate when you stop at a red light? If your idle RPM jumps around or the engine struggles to stay running, the PCV valve could be messing with the air-fuel mixture. This can eventually lead to stalling and worse performance. 7. Slow acceleration. If your car hesitates or feels sluggish when you press the gas, that's another sign of a PCV valve failure. It disrupts air intake, which directly affects acceleration. And worse, this issue could be a precursor to engine misfires. 8. Smoke from the exhaust pipe. Seeing blue or black smoke pouring out of your tailpipe? Don't ignore it. A bad PCV valve lets oil enter the combustion chamber, where it burns alongside fuel, producing thick smoke that's bad for both your engine and the environment. 9. White or blue smoke when starting. If you notice thick smoke when starting your car, the PCV valve may be leaking oil into the engine overnight. While the smoke may disappear after warming up, don't be fooled. This needs urgent attention. 10. Oil leaks. A failing PCV valve can create too much pressure in the crankcase, forcing oil out through seals and gaskets. If you spot oil puddles under your car, your PCV system might be to blame. 11. Engine stall. A bad PCV valve can let too much air into the engine, making the air-fuel mixture too lean. This can cause your engine to stall, especially at low speeds, and that's a dangerous situation on the road. 12. Engine misfires. Feeling your engine jerk or skip a beat? A failing PCV valve can disrupt combustion, leading to misfires. Left unchecked, misfires can cause permanent damage to your engine. 13. Sludge buildup in the engine. Ever seen thick, black sludge under your oil cap? A failing PCV valve allows moisture and unburned fuel to accumulate in the crankcase, turning into sticky sludge that clogs oil passages and can kill your engine. OBD2 codes linked to a bad PCV valve. Wondering how to confirm the PCV valve is the problem? Watch out for these error codes: P0171 system too lean, P0106 map sensor performance issue, P053A PCV heater control problem, COVALENTP051B1 crankcase pressure sensor fault, P1001 intake airflow system malfunction. Screenshot this list so you can check your OBD2 scanner for these codes later. How to inspect your PCV valve. Step 1. Remove the PCV valve and shake it. A rattling sound means it's likely still functional. Step 2. Perform an airflow test. Blow air through the valve. It should flow only one way. If it flows both ways, the valve is bad. Step 3. Listen for hissing noises. Block the vacuum source. If the noise stops, your PCV valve is dirty or faulty. PCV valve replacement costs. A new OEM PCV valve costs between $10 to $50, making it one of the cheapest fixes to prevent costly engine repairs. To stay ahead of problems, replace your PCV valve every 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Now that you know the warning signs, keep your engine running strong. If you like this video, don't miss the next one. Subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell for more interesting videos. Don't forget to leave your comment and give a like if you want more similar content.